Welcome back to RTC, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host Craig, and today we're going to be looking at some of my memorials. I actually put a few pictures of these up on Twitter. A lot of people like them, kind of like the style of them. I do like a bit of my RP when I play these games, so I kind of like build things related around that and how it actually work in my head. I know that's sad, but anyway, right, this video will actually start up now in a second. I'm actually thinking about this. There's a new game coming out soon, which is called 7 Days to Die, and I'm really looking forward to it because I've always wanted to play it, and it's coming out for PS4 finally. So I'm thinking about I might do a stream on that if that comes out maybe this week or next. So guys, stay tuned for that. And now we're going to have a quick, seamless transition to the first memorial. Alright guys, here's the first memorial, which is the Minuteman Memorial I did firstly. It was like the second version of my first one I did, but this one's pretty down the basic. I was using the concrete foundation floors, Minuteman statue, some metal and whatnot, and lights to power up the thing and make it look really nice at nighttime, and with some T-45B armor, and my first version of the Minutemen Honor Guard wearing the Lancer Captain's pilot uniform and hat. So this is pretty much it. Here was a basic build, and just electricity wise it just went around. So that's about it. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Okay people, we are on the second one now, which is at my boardwalk at Spectacle Island, which right now, this one I had a lot of fun building. I actually built one alongside with a guy named the General on Twitter. He's actually really good at building. He doesn't do YouTube as much, but if you check out his Twitter page, it's actually awesome. Like the stuff he thinks of and what he builds is amazing. But we pretty much did like a little joint build on each other's one. He did Twitter, I did on YouTube. So this is it here. We have the 3 Minute Man statue design that I started to take up and using. I went with the old style of using 2 power armor on each side. I even started putting candles down, a few plants just to act as like vases and stuff like that. And the oil lamps as well makes it look really nice at night time. But anyway, we're going to move up on the inscription I did. I had to restart it twice, by the way, because words weren't actually being that even enough, so I made it as even as possible. And as you can see there, it says from Lexington and Concord and the shores of Spectacle, we honor those who served. United States Armed Forces 2289, which is it was an interesting one. As I said at the start of the video, I kind of RP a bit too much when it comes to this game and building a fictional military here. But I always find it nice that you actually can, you just use your imagination and stuff pops out and stuff like that. Before we go to the next one, I do have to state before we go there, its nickname is Little Arlington. That's right, it's called Little Arlington, and well, it's just my RP sense coming out, and I saw some inspiration videos by Davey and stuff like that, and a different YouTuber as well. So I didn't use their exact design, but it gave me a good idea. So here we go, and we are back. Anyway, this is what I call Little Arlington. Right now, it's in Camp Dalton, my Marine Corps base, and funny enough, here's a little story behind it. This morning when I was playing the game, we were attacked by the fog condensers shut down on us, and we were left defending against about 3 or 4 fog crawlers. I think one of them was a gulper, so it might have been 3 fog crawlers and 1 gulper. We took down the gulper pretty quickly, but 3 U.S. Marines were lost in combat there. And funny enough, they were all my U.S. Marines from the Commonwealth, so all of them were officers. 2 of them were officers, and one was an NCO. Well, we have a lieutenant, a captain, and a gunnery sergeant. And the closest thing I could get to having a sort of Marine Corps look is with the USMC and their ranks underneath it on the white posts, and then we have the Sea Captain's hat, which can be the closest thing to a Marine Corps hat possible, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty much it here, and yeah, that's about it. This is a basic build. I have still using the 3 Minutemen style march with the Minuteman flag on the concrete block, still using the oil lamps and candles, and just put the hat and the candles on a table. I'm just afraid some of my settlers might drop around and try to steal those hats later on if they're on the ground or something like that, or knock them over. So it's always better having that. As you see, I'm actually looking over at Camp Dalton real quickly. I did actually a few edits. There's a dock, a scavenging area, a Marine Corps exchange shop as well. They mainly sell guns and ammo, but that's not too bad to have. And the town's taking a bit of a more life to the town actually as well. I might do a little showcase of that, like what's new in Camp Dalton. But anyway, guys, this is pretty much it here. yeah, I had fun making these. As I said, I RP away a bit too much, but that's okay. So I've been your host as usual, and I will see you next time on RTC. See you guys. Have a good one.